Hey guys, it is Stargirl back with another video, and today I have something precious to show you and talk about. I got a new phone. One quick disclaimer before we get started, I'm filming this on an iPhone, okay? Because if I wasn't, how would I show you the phone? Because I already know that there are going to be people in the comments, because I've seen it on other people's video, talking about, oh, you got a new Samsung, but you're filming on an iPhone. The camera must be awful. Wrong, 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 and wrong again. So on Tuesday, I went and got a new phone, and I've been wanting this phone for so long. I'm so happy that I went and finally did it. I'd been wanting something new for a really long time. And I was thinking to myself, okay, when Apple releases the iPhone 16, if it's really, really good, I'll upgrade, because I had an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I've had it since it came out, and I have not upgraded since, because I feel like every phone has been the exact same. And I'm happy to see that there are some people who have been saying the same thing, like on TikTok, who have been seeing that the iPhone has not been really doing much at all. And when the new 16 came out, I said, okay, if it's good, if I like it, I'll upgrade, I'll get a 16, right? 16 comes out. Yeah, so like, okay, seems like it's time to make the switch. The 16 came out and it was underwhelming to me. Okay? It was underwhelming to me. As someone who has had a 12 and has been holding out for so long, go girl, give us nothing, okay? I said, that's it. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a phone that I think is fun. I've been wanting a fun phone for so long, and iPhone just wasn't doing it for me. And my friend Hudson has a phone that flipped out this way. And I thought, okay, that's something, it's a gimmick, it's something different. How do you like it? He loves it. So I said, what about this phone? I was on Samsung, I was looking, and this phone that is a flip phone, but not in the way his goes out like a book. This one goes up like what my friends call a little Game Boy. I don't know. The gears were turning, okay? So finally I went to AT&T and I got a new phone. I had T-Mobile, but I switched to AT&T because T-Mobile was only going to take my iPhone 12 for $200. And I know that it's an old phone, but it's in perfect condition. I don't have a single scratch, break, crack, nothing. And I thought that that was crazy. And then they wanted me to pay $411 up front. Are you crazy? Like, are you serious? So no, that just was not gonna work with me. My friend was like, look, you need to try AT&T, and AT&T took my 12 for $1,000, which is how much this phone cost. Like $1,099. So they took that phone for $1,000. It basically was a perfect trade-in, and then I just paid for data on this phone, and I paid $70 in person. I would call that a deal, perhaps a steal. I don't know. So I made the switch, and I'm genuinely happy that I did. I feel like I've gotten a phone that I am enjoying. Phones are so integral to our everyday lives. We take them everywhere. We go everywhere with them. We take care of them because they're important. They have all of our data, our friends, family, location, like everything is in this. And I just wanted something that I wanted to actually like care about. And I wanted a phone that reflected my personality, because that's how phones used to be. Like, not to be a boomer, but back in my day, our phones used to do cool stuff. But like, it is true though. We had the Sidekick, the Kick Flip, little phones that had like little characters on them. Our phones had personality, and we would buy a phone based on what it could do for you. And I think somewhere after Steve Jobs died, everybody just forgot that that was what phones were for. And iPhone has put in so much work to make their phone the phone. But don't worry, we're going to come back to that. I have with me a list of things that I love and kind of don't love about this phone. I also have a few thoughts that I want to like wrap up the rest of the video with. So we're gonna go ahead and just start with the pros. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If you are interested in seeing my thoughts on other things, you can like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. I hope that this video will be the video that I was looking for when I was deciding whether I wanted this phone or not. And all of my friends have been saying like, girl, you need to just make a video. Show me everything. Tell me everything. So here it is. Okay, let's get into it. I'm so pumped. So the first thing that I really do like about this phone is the thinness of it. I think I didn't realize how skinny, like tiny this phone is. It's convenient because it is easier to hold. Like I can grasp this phone with my entire hand, and that makes it easier to type like one-handed on it, which I really, really love. I did not realize how much I would love that, but I really do. It makes it easier to hold when I'm like walking. I think iPhones, when you get them, you're like, I've got to get a case for this, and I've got to get a case for this too. But it's an easier hold. It's lightweight. It's like, I don't feel that I'm going to drop this all of the time. You know what I mean? So that's like one of the first pros that I think is, I personally am really loving. It's thinner, right? Okay, next. Let's go ahead and get the most important thing that I think everyone is wondering about out of the way, and that is the camera. So like I said, I'm filming this on my iPhone because if not, I wouldn't be able to show you the phone. However, the camera on this is actually very, very good. It's great even. I don't really know like numbers and metrics and stuff, but if I had to compare both phones, I would say they're on the same level, if not maybe one, maybe smidge above the other. I don't have a single issue taking photos on this phone. It is so realistic. It's not glossy. It is like, I took a picture of this and this is exactly how it looks, if that makes sense. And I will be sure, of course, to put some pictures and videos and stuff that I've taken on this phone in this video so that you can see. It's coming together so good.
The Reprehensible Travel Agency.
Continuing on with the camera, I think that the front camera is not as good as the back camera, but that's okay because it's still a good camera. And this is a picture that I took on the front camera. I kind of want to put it beside me, but I think it'll be better if I just like insert it like in the next clip. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Also, you can use this phone as a camcorder, and I'm so excited to show you. It looks like this. When you open the camera and you're on your regular screen, you can fold it. And when you fold it, you can go into like a camcorder mode and hold your phone like this. And it's so good for like vlogging. I don't know, I might have to start making a few vlogs because this is so convenient to walk around and hold in your hand. You can zoom in on the side. It gives you all the buttons to toggle and play with. I think that the camcorder function is one of my favorite camera functions, like with this phone. Oh. So this is how the back cameras look with the phone closed, because you can take pictures this way, which is really, really cool and really convenient as well, because since the phone stands up, you can do one of these and you can prop your phone up and take pictures that way. So I'm gonna turn this around, and when you put your hands up, it automatically takes the picture for you. And that's how it looks when I get a text. I love it. It's so cute. And you don't even have to be holding the phone because of that 5-hand feature. Refreshing. I cannot tell you how many times I've been somewhere with a group of friends and we're like, oh my gosh, let's take a picture. Ooh, where are we gonna prop the phone up? Ooh, we're gonna prop the phone up. The phone will prop itself up. That's what. You don't have to prop this anywhere. It will do it on its own. And all you have to do is put your hand up and it will take the picture for you. All right, now that we've got the camera out of the way, the next thing I want to tell you is that the front screen is not just for decoration. No. The front screen actually has a lot of function to it. You can get your notifications here. You can respond to text messages that way. You can unlock your phone with your thumb. And when you do, you can call or text people from the front screen. You also get different widgets. Like you can look at timers, you can see the weather, calendars, activity, voice memo, calculator. And with the Good Lock app, you can, sorry. As I was saying, with the Good Lock app, you can add whatever app you want to the front screen, meaning you can also watch YouTube videos, you can take pictures in third-party apps, you can look at photos, etc., etc. Whatever you want to put on the front screen, you can do. Of course, it will be smaller than your regular screen, but it's still convenient because you don't even have to open your phone to do most functions, which essentially gives you 2 different ways to use your phone. It can be in your purse, you can just respond real quick and put it back down. And I love that. Let's talk customization, right? Customization is something that a lot of people who have Androids really hammer home how important it is that you can do that. And I completely forgot how fun and how important it actually is. If someone picked up this phone, they would know it was my phone. And it's not just about the customization, it's about how easy they make it for you to do as well. Because on iPhone, when everyone was like going out of their way to add the shortcuts and trying to make their phone cute and customizable, you had to download like 5 apps. You had to go through like 18 shortcuts. It was not easy, okay? But Samsung literally has a store for you to get themes. And when you download the theme, it will change your entire phone for you. For you. All you have to do is download it and you're done. There are theme creators. Like there are people who make themes and they can be animated, they can be videos, they go wild. Seriously, whatever you can think of, you can do. And you don't have to just buy them or download them. You can also make your own with the Good Lock app. You can change your theme to whatever you can think of. And now I'm going to show you some videos that I took when I was showing my friends some of the cool things you can do with this phone. Enjoy. Okay, so right now I'm using my iPhone because like I said, I haven't given it back to them yet, but this is what it looks like. Folded. It is so cute. Okay, when you unlock it, these move, which is so much fun. You can like flip your finger and like make them. You can also do like little widgets right here. Like I can call anyone from this front screen. I can even text them. This is like some of the things you can do, and you can edit these. Like you're not beheld to this. Like if I hold this down, I can add and edit different widgets that I want onto the screen, and I can change the front of how the screen looks. Like I can do so many different things with this. It's crazy. Another thing is the actual fold itself. So as you can see, like as I'm showing you, you can't even see that this is a foldable phone. Only at certain angles can you even tell that there's a hinge on the back. It's insane. And then, of course, yes, you can close it. But it takes a little bit of time because with the 6, not only can you just open it like that, but it will sit at literally any angle that you want it to sit at. Like you can sit it up. You can do like this, like that. Like you can at any point hinge it so it'll open and close the way you want whenever you want. This is how the phone looks open. I love that you can scroll through your calendar without even opening it. And the phone is taller and more narrow, like on the screen wise, than the iPhone. So texting with one thumb is so easy. This is how the texts look. This is me and Tanner. And whenever I send him, like, let me like this message. Look at that animation. It's so cute. And all of the texts have different little animations for them. Like this is the sad one. Like they all change and do different little things. Like I love them. And now I'm going to respond to his text. Look at the way the keyboard just, I mean, come on. right? Like, that's beautiful. Okay, now this is what I was talking about when I said the RCS messaging. So because she has RCS messaging on, I can see when she got my text, when it was sent and delivered, and then it'll turn red when, or not red, it'll turn blue when she's actually like read it. Like, and then when you send emojis, they move. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my goodness. I was painting at my friend's house today, and this is a video that I took. Oh, I don't know why it's sideways like that, but this is a video that I took. I like that when you pull it up, just like that one little hand swipe, everything, all your apps are in one place. And if you want to make them like a little folder, even right here, like you can move them around, you can put them in a folder. You can literally customize this phone any way you want, and they make it so easy. Like, they will literally customize it for you. And this is what I was talking about with the Google. When you first get the phone, it's all in one little area right here. And then you have your text, which is Google Text. And then this is your back button. This is your home button. And this is your to open your apps. And then this is what the phone looks like. It's really, really cute. It keeps your theme. You can do recents. You can do your contacts. Also, when they say dynamic, they mean it. Because on this weather, this little guy will walk away and come back with a different outfit on depending on the time of day and weather. And then the weather will change behind him as well. Like, I love that little guy so much. And then this is the next page. The editing for this is insane. You can add as many pages as you want. And with the themes, they take the themes so seriously. Like, I promise you literally, like, it's a store, but a lot of them are free as well. And when you click it and add it, it does it all for you. Like, you do not have to manually do it. It will change everything. Like, it'll show you what it'll change. All you click is download and you're done. Okay, I have a few more things that I want to add before I move on to the cons. So I also want to say, this is a personal preference, but I think the emoji are cute. I don't care. I think they're adorable. I love how round and bubbly they are, and I think that they're really, really sweet. They're cute. I don't know. That's just me. Also, there is a Samsung wallet in the same way there is an Apple wallet. So it functions the same exact way. You can swipe it up and do the little tag at wherever they take the touchless pay. Cash App does not support Samsung Wallet, which is like insane, but Google Pay does. So you can still use it even though it's not Samsung Wallet. Does that make sense? It doesn't really matter. What I'm trying to say is that you can still touchless pay just like you can on Apple. This is the last thing, but the speech to text is really, really good on this phone. It is much better, much quicker, and more precise than I found it to be on Apple. I would say different words and they would just, it would take forever to load, or it just wouldn't, or it would not pick up what I was saying despite me being like this to the phone. And no, on this phone, it is precise. It's so good. It's quick. It's accurate. And I love text to speech. Here are some things that so far, because I've only had this phone for a week, that I'm not really enjoying. But there are also things that I pretty much knew going into this phone. The first thing would be how much your friends are going to hate you. Your friends are going to be so mad at you if you join a group chat with a green bubble Android, okay? All of my friends who have been literally coming for my neck because of this phone, I don't want to hear it, okay? I'm done. Entering an iPhone group chat with an Android is going to make your friends hate you. Not literally, of course, but the way I see it, I understand, I know why it can be annoying. It ruins the smoothness of the text chat, but I just also don't think that that's right. Not my friends, but the way that Apple has made their ecosystem so airtight that just having a different phone can disrupt the function of an entire group chat is like not fair. And now that I have an Android, people are going to say, oh, you're just saying the same thing all Android users have. But yes, I am. Because I understand now that This phone is really, really good. I love it. And I think that it is a disservice to people who want to branch out because they're literally scared to. Like, let's talk about that. People don't want to branch out because they are nervous about what it's going to do to their other Apple ecosystem, like their friends, their group chats, their pictures, their resolution. Like, those kind of things are the things that I'm about to talk about that are definitely the cons to having not just this phone, but like an Android in general. Sending pictures or videos is going to be a challenge. Not even just sending them, but receiving them also. Dude, my friend sent me a video of his dog and it was so blurry. It's bad. The resolution goes way down. The transfer from an iPhone to a Samsung, sending or receiving photos, is trash. In fact, it could not be worse, honestly. Now, of course, there are workarounds to this. I'll say that. If your friends have a Google like email or whatever, you can send it to them through Google Photos and it will keep the resolution and it will keep, you know, the quality of the photo or video. But you can't send multiple photos in one stack like you can on iPhone. You can't send high quality videos depending on whether your friends have RCS messaging. Let's go ahead and just get that out of the way. Apple has finally released RCS messaging from the prison bunker it was in. Now, when iOS 18 came out, Apple finally released, like I said, RCS messaging, which helps to text between Android and Apple. Now, if my Apple friends have RCS messaging on, they can see when I'm typing, they can get pictures, videos, memos from me. Like, it makes texting so much better. I'm also gonna put up the cool like animations and things that you can do when you are sending a text or reaction, because I also love how animated that this phone is. I'm pretty sure it's just the UI of Samsung anyway, but when you react to messages, little animations pop up, and I love that you can change the color of your text messages, the background, the wallpaper, the color of the bubbles, the color of your keyboard. You can have your keyboard respond in cool ways to your touches. It's just like, I don't want to get back on the customization because I'm trying to move on, but like you cannot be understated how much fun this phone is. It is just fun. It is a good time. If you're looking for a good time with your phone, little surprises around each corner, that's what this is for. So my next con is that the vapor chamber in this phone, and I learned that word on the Tech Gurus. I don't really know what that means, but this one gets real hot. So when you're charging it, you don't want to be kind of on it for too long because the battery is in only one half of the phone, and that's the half that can get hot. And speaking of charging, this phone does not fast charge the way an iPhone does. And that is because it literally has 1, 2, 3 screens. It takes a while to charge. So that's fine because the battery lasts pretty much all day, depending on how much you use your phone. When I went to see The Lion King the other night, it lasted me all night. And that's because depending on how much you use it, like I said, and where you are and what you're doing on it, this phone can last you up to what? I think it was 12 hours. That's a long time. And I know when I'm on my iPhone, I'd be having to just keep it on the charger, okay? But this lasts you a really good time. So considering how long the battery lasts, I understand why it takes so long to charge. And I would just say to charge it at night. And then I think it won't really matter if it charges fast or slow. My last con so far would probably have to be, because there's so much you can do as far as customization, it gets kind of hard to make different settings and changes. So like my best example would be, you can make your ringtone whatever you want it to be. It can come from Spotify, it can come from the various ringtones they have, you can get a ringtone app, blah, 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 right? But I still can't figure out how to make the different texts for different notifications different. It rings the same for whatever notification I get besides a phone call, and I don't like that. But I haven't figured out how to change it, despite me knowing for sure that you can. There's so much that you can do. It can get kind of convoluted to find out how to get there and the steps that you have to take for certain tweaks, right? So that would be my only con. Like, it's kind of hard for me to find what setting precisely to go to get there, to click what not to click, like that kind of thing. And it's honestly not even really a con. That's just me learning how to use the phone. You know what I mean? So it depends. My closing thoughts, which my first thing is that it's all mental. Honestly, it's all mental. The gymnastics that we go through for phones and brands, blah, 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 it's all mental. It doesn't actually matter, I think. I think what does matter is how much fun you're having with your phone that you have to use every single day. And I'm not saying that iPhone is not fun at all, but there's a lot more out there. And if you're willing and open to just trying something new, this would be a great venture out. It's the 6th generation of the Flip. And I think based on what I've seen, it's just gotten better and better and better. And I'm glad that I have the 6. A lot of people, when I've been showing them my phone, they'll say things like, I want to just play with it. I just want to have this phone just to play. I want to have this phone just to look at it. But then I want to go back to my iPhone. And it's just like, not to get deep, but it's kind of giving a metaphor. Like, you could have this if you're just open to leaving iPhone. It's just a brand. At the end of the day, Apple is just a brand. They are just a corporation. And they are the only people who benefit off of people who are scared or unwilling to not only leave iPhone, their like ecosystem, but also so eager to not want you to go either. When I told some people that I was going and getting an Android, they were like, ew, an Android? Oh my gosh, why would you do that? You're gonna have green bubbles. Ew, why would you want to leave iPhone? And it's just like, do you really like hear what you're saying right now? Like, do you realize, like think about that. This is a product from a company, a brand. If I want to leave, the door is always open, okay? Like, it is nothing to learn something new, to take that step. Everyone's like, I really want it. Get it. You can so get it. Especially if you had a phone that was newer than mine, they'll probably take a lot for a trade-in. I think if you are open and willing to trying something new, that you should just do it. You don't want this phone just to play with. You just want the phone. You should get it. I think that Apple does a lot, like optimization, and they pay other apps like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok to make their phone the optimal phone. They, of course, got in trouble for this, which is why we have RCS messaging now on iOS 18 for paying off other apps to make their quality better, to make it seem like, oh, if you have an Android, it's going to look bad. Yeah, it is. And that's not because of the Android. It's not the fault of this phone that Apple has made themselves almost a monopoly over social media and phones and what you can and can't do. Like, that's not a fault of this phone or Samsung for that matter. I think knowing that, it made it easier for me to just switch, because it's like, this phone's not bad. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm having a great time. So what was the reason that I was so nervous or so scared to just change? And it was because I was leaving the Apple ecosystem, and everyone hates when you have green bubbles in the group chat and, oh, your Instagram pictures are going to look so bad. And it's just like, that is what Apple wants. That's what they want. They're the only people who benefit from that. You not having a fun phone because you're scared to leave Apple's ecosystem benefits them, not you. So people who are like so anti-Android just because they're not iPhone is just like, why? Like, it does you no good. That's all I'm trying to say. The reason that this phone is bad with Instagram and stuff like that is just because iPhone wants it to be. It is what it is. If you're going to switch to this phone, I would tell you to be prepared to have some things feel like they're a downgrade. That's just, you win some, you lose some. But I feel like this phone for me was a win, and I'm very, very happy with it. I think if you're thinking of switching, to just do it. Try it out. AT&T gave me a 30-day period to decide whether I really like this phone or not. Anyway, like I said, I am not a tech guru. I'm just a girl with a new phone. And if you found this video helpful, you stuck around this whole time, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment. Those are just some things you can do. Like, it's free. Like, you don't really have to, but like, if you're thinking about it, like, I wouldn't be mad or anything. It's just like, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, I don't know, leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.